morning! Ayan. First of all, I'd like to welcome everybody for our Alliance Success Achievement Program. Before anything else, can we welcome those who are first-timers to attend this kind of seminar? Pwede pong pakitaas yung mga kamay nila. Palakpakan naman natin yung mga importante yan kasi unang-una, for your development in this business, dapat matuto muna. Pero preferably, before you even attend our ASAP tonight, preferably naka-attend na kayo ng OPP with the product demo and also the NDO bago ma-attend, before you can attend the ASAP or Alliance Success Achievement Program. ASAP is divided into two parts. We have the part 1 and we have the part 2. So each seminar, of course, serve their different purposes. Kaya importante, pag nagsisimula kayo, alam nyo kung ano yung seminar na dapat na ina-attend natin. So katulad ng binanggit ko, dapat naka-attend na tayo, ganito yung pagkaka-arrange niya. Although yung ASAP deals about yung intricacies ng networking, especially the definition, ano yung history ng network marketing, what's the future of network marketing in the Philippines or in the whole world, mas maganda na habang tumatagal, lumalalim yung knowledge natin dito. And of course, since network marketing is a duplicatable or duplicable business, eventually, kung ano yung nalalaman natin pag nag-start ka, dapat nalalaman din down the line. Kasi nagkakaroon lang ng leverage dito sa business. Once yung mga downlines mo, you can also do kung ano yung nagagawa mo. Now, ang basic understanding kasi sa business is, pag nagkaroon ka na ng downlines, that is already the leverage. Pero, I'd like to dispute that dahil unang-una, walang leverage pagka hindi mo na-duplicate yung sarili mo. So, it doesn't mean that even if you have thousands of distributors under you, pero wala ka naman leader o kaya hindi nila kayang gawin or hindi sila independent katulad mo, then wala pa rin leverage, wala pa rin multiplication. And yung multiplication, of course, magsisimula yun sa inyo. Ibig sabihin, the quality of the group na mabibuild ninyo will depend or will highly depend dun sa quality ng training na naatinan mo. Kasi ganun yun eh. Ang tawag sa training, formation nyo to eh. Ang alam ng maraming tao, ang pagyaman sa networking, instant. Hindi po ganun. No? Lagi namin sinasabi, lahat ng bagay na may value sa mundo, pinaghihirapan. Kaya if there are promises na wala kang gagawin at yayaman ka, hindi po totoo yun. Sometimes, or most of the time, ladies and gentlemen, there's no such a thing as free lunch. Kasi pag sabi mong free lunch, at the end, yun pa ang mas malala kaysa dun sa mga sinasabi nating mga iba pang mga promises. So, for tonight, magko-concentrate tayo dun sa Alliance Success Achievement Program. Ipapakita namin sa inyo kung bakit mo kailangan lalo kung magseryoso sa business na to. I'm sure yung iba dito, nagdadalawang isip pa, baka hindi pa nagpipaying. Ngayon, pagkatapos ng training na to, I'm sure, hindi na pagdadalawang isip ng pagpipaying ang gagawin niyo. Ang iisipin nyo kung magti-3 heads ka o magse-7 heads ka. Ano ba yan? So, simula tayo. Kasi una-una, those who do not know me yet, I'm Mr. Gonzalez, Jurgen Gonzalez. I happen to be the Business Development Officer of AIM Global. I've been in the business of network marketing for the last 18 years. Prior to joining, I was an engineer before. Well, until now, I'm still an engineer, kaya lang hindi na ako practicing engineer. And doon sa mga taong nag-iisip kung pwede bang gawing career ang AIM Global or ang network marketing, yan yung matututunan natin this evening. Kasi to a lot of people, ang understanding about this business, part-time pwedeng gawin o kaya supplemental income lang. Gone are the days, ladies and gentlemen, ang direct selling at networking, supplemental income lang. Tapos na po yung period na yun. Because ang network marketing nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, believe me, kayang palitan ang profession na ginagawa mo ngayon. Yes! Ibig sabihin, ang network marketing, pwede niyang palitan yung career mo in the sense that you have a bigger future in this business. And to a lot of people, they do not do their best simply because they do not know what's in store for them. Hindi nila alam kung ano yung naghihintay sa kanila eh. So ngayong gabi, yun yung mga i-discuss natin about ASAP or ASAP. Okay? So everything starts with training, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, very important. Basic to. Gusto namin ipaliwanag sa bawat isa na lahat may pag-asa sa business na to. We always say na yung training is the backbone in building your network kasi it doesn't matter kung hindi mo siya linya eh. Since may training, eventually, pwede mo siya maging linya. Kasi ang alam ng maraming tao, at the back of their mind, ang iniisip nila, siguro yung mga successful dyan, magagaling kasi. Siguro yung mga successful dyan, linya nilang networking. Siguro yung mga kumikita dyan, talagang mga bihasa na, or expert na, or masters na. Siguro yung iba talagang meron tinatawag na people skills. That's why they're making a lot of money networking. But ladies and gentlemen, you have to look at this business on a perspective na not everybody who joined this business are network marketers na magaling na. In other words, lahat ng tao naging successful dito, bago sila maging expert, ibig sabihin naging ano muna sila, neophyte. Ibig sabihin naging apprentice, naging bago din. Kaya nang ba't sila gumaling? Sa kaka-training. Sa kaka-attend, kaka-attend. And I always say that, in fact, when I talk, lagi kong sinasabi sa maraming tao na, lahat ng bagay na papag-aralan. Lahat ng bagay pwede mong gawing linya. Kasi, scientifically explained, ang brain is created in such a way that it has the capacity to learn everything, practically everything, that a human wants to learn. In other words, kaya nating pag-aralan, matutunan lahat ng bagay. Of all the species na create sa buong mundo, tao lang ang may kakayahan na gano'n. We have this part in our brain called the frontal cortex. Itong frontal cortex na to, meron siyang mga mirror neurons that it can actually copy kung ano yung nakikita niya. Such that it can rewire, it can create new neural pathways in the brain para lang mapag-aralan o matutunan mo ang isang bagay. Can you imagine gano'ng kagaling yung brain na kaya niyang gumawa ng wiring para sa bagay na gusto mong matutunan? And alam nyo, pinag-aralan sa buong mundo, kahit samahin mo pa lahat ng supercomputers sa buong mundo, nothing can ever match the power of the human brain. Ganong kalupit. Now, ang maganda nito, lahat tayo may brain. Tama ba ako? So that gives hope to everybody na kahit hindi mo alam ang networking, basta sineryoso mong pag-aralan, magiging master ka at expert ka sa business nito. Tama ba? Kasi that explains why, pagka meron ka pa ng gustong matutunan, let's say you want to play the piano, you want to learn how to play the piano. Eventually, when you learn, marunong ka na, tapos after some time, let's say you're not playing piano anymore, that explains why, pagka after several years, pag hinawakan mo yung piano, marunong ka pa din. Ang tagal mo nang hindi ginagawa, pero, pag nag-play ka, marunong ka pa din. I play guitar. Yung high school ako, nagigitara ako. And matagal na akong hindi nagigitara, pero bigyan mo ako ng gitara ngayon, alam ko pa yung kapa. Alam ko pa yung mga, the chords. Why? That explains yung tinatawag na tacit knowledge. Pag na-rewire na yung brain mo for something, hindi na siya nalilimutan. So, ang gagawin mo lang, mag-rewire. So, sabi mo sa katabi mo, rewire. Kailangan mag-rewire. Kasi pag na-rewire na, matututo ka. So, eventually, ladies and gentlemen, as time goes by, as you learn this business along the way, your chances of becoming successful increases. Tumataas yung probability na magiging successful ka because along the way, natututo ka. Ang isang bagay, pag paulit-ulit mong ginagawa, ang sinasabi, dumadali. Well, technically speaking, hindi naman dumali yung task. Ang totoo doon, gumaling ka kasi, kaya dumadali. So eventually, believe me, gagaling ang marami sa inyo dito na network. So, kahit saan, sisimula muna tayo sa foundation of the building. So, importante yun. Bago maging reality, ang isang bagay, magsisimula muna sa invisible kung tawagin. Sometimes when you try to look at the structure when it is on the building process, you never see what actually happens when they are trying to dig the foundation. A lot of construction companies would put this fence around the foundation, and you never see actually how deep the foundation is. And pag may kinoconstruct, magugulat ka, parang walang nangyari. Pero sa loob, hindi mo nalalaman, may mga foundation pala, may mga ginagawa pala para pampalalim ng foundation. And in truth, ladies and gentlemen, ganun din sa buhay, especially pag networker ka. Eventually, you don't see tangible or solid result in terms of your income. Wala muna. Kasi nagpapalalim ka muna ng foundation. Di ba? At mas maganda pag malalim ang foundation mo. In fact, kahit saan mas maganda pag may foundation. Tanungin niyo yung mga girls. Bago mag-makeup, mas maganda kung may foundation kayo. Tama ba yun? So, ganun din dito. Mas maganda kung meron kayong foundation. Pag hindi pa kumikita, it's okay. nasa foundational level pa rin kayo. It's not something that pag nagbayad ka, nag-pay in ka, that's it, yayaman ka na. No. You have to dig, you have to build your foundations first. At dapat yung foundation mo, malalim. Kasi pag malalim yung foundation, eventually, mataas yung building. Tama ba? Directly proportional yan eh. Pagka yung lupa, let's say, yung soil, let's say, ito yan, ang foundation mo ganito lang kalalim. Tapos ang building mo, napakataas. Ano mangyayari? It will eventually tumble down. Kailangan kung gano'ng kalalim yung structure, ganun din kalalim yung foundation. So, pagka tumatagal kayo sa foundation, isa lang ibig sabihin yan, mataas kasi yung building pagdating ng panahon. Kaya pagka marami nang naghihintay sa inyo ng result, tapos wala pa kayong result, sabihin nyo, foundation. Ha? Because pag malalim yung foundation mo, lumalalim din, tumataas din yung confidence level mo. Now, training enables you to develop a good learning attitude. This is very important in this business. You have to be really humble, to really sit down and train yourself. And repetition is the mother of learning. So eventually, you have to really attend. Kahit na ilang beses na kayong nakaka-attend, a-attendan mo pa rin siya. Importante yun. Now, attitude is more important than skills. This is very important also. To develop the right attitude in this business. Kasi there are so many things in terms of our programming. There are so many things in our mind. There are so many things or there are so many programs installed, okay, in our mind that are no longer that doesn't serve us anymore. Ang dami nating mga maling mga akala sa buhay. Ang daming mga maling philosophy. Importante yung pag-attend ng training kasi dito natin natututunan yung mga tinatawag na success formula, yung mga tinatawag na success principles, yung mga success philosophies. And pag in-apply mo itong mga philosophies na to, ito yung mga magiging guiding principles mo to become successful. Our basic or our most fundamental formula for success is this. Okay? Mindset, your mindset, plus skill set, plus action, equals success. So there are three things you have to consider to become successful. Your mindset, the skill set, and applying what you've learned for taking action to become successful. Mindset, ano ba itong mindset? Nandyan yung attitude mo. Mindset, nandyan yung mga programs mo. Mindset, nandito yung mga philosophies mo. Mindset, nandito yung mga matagal mo nang natutunan. And believe me, for all we know, ladies and gentlemen, and for the last 18 years that I've been involved in this industry, isa lang ang natutunan ko. Maraming tao kung ano yung buhay nila, sila rin ang nag-create. Ulitin ko kung ano yung buhay natin, we are the creators of our own lives. Kaya kung hindi ka masaya ngayon, ikaw nag-create niya. Kung hindi ka healthy ngayon, ikaw din nag-create niya. Kung hindi ka masaya sa relationship mo, ikaw din nag-create niya. The sad news is, kung wala kang pera, ikaw din nag-create niya. The good news is, pag mayaman ka, ikaw din ang nag-create niya. So, ibig sabihin, hindi kung ano yung buhay mo ngayon, hindi mo na mababago. That's the positive side of it. Hindi kung ano yung itsura ng yung sitwasyon mo ngayon, hindi mo na mababago. Kaya mong baguhin yan. Number one, kung magbabago ka ng mindset. Because a lot of people, dito nagkakamali, o hindi nila kasalanan to. Believe me, what we have learned over the past few years in our lives, na-acquire lang natin yan, hindi natin sariling knowledge. In fact, ang kasabihan niya, kung ano yung alam mo ngayon, how you behave, or your attitudes, kung ano man yan, influence yan ng environment mo. And sometimes, pag bata ka, hindi ka naman makakapili kung ano environment mo eh. Ang wisdom ng totoong tao, di ba? Sabi nga nila, ang intelligent na tao, yung may capacity ka, na-entertain ang lahat ng thoughts, pero hindi kailangan i-accept mo.
Yes.
Now, nung bata ka, wala ka ng ganung klaseng intelligence. You just need, you entertain a lot of thoughts, and at the same time, you accept a lot of thoughts. And marami doon, sa mga thoughts na yon, mali ang program. Kaya ang tawag natin dyan, marami sa mindset natin, na-corrupt na, kumbaga sa computer, yung file, na-corrupt. Punong-puno ng virus. Itong mga virus na to nagko-corrupt sa mindset. Ano yung mga yun? Wala kang tiwala sa sarili mo, you don't believe in yourself, virus yan. Yung lagi mo sinasabi sa sarili mo, hindi ko kaya, virus yan. Yung sinabi mo sa sarili mo na pinanganak ako mahirap, mamamatay na akong mahirap, virus yan. Yung narinig mo na, money is scarce. So a lot of people, lumaki na ang tingin nila sa pera, mahirap kitain. So a lot of people na nakikita nila ang pera scarce, hindi abundant, virus yun. Yung mga self-limiting belief. Self-limiting belief are the beliefs we place upon ourselves na tayo lang naglagay. Like things like, hindi ko kaya, hindi ako magaling, I cannot become successful, etc. Mindset, ano pa? Ano pa yung mga virus na yan? Mga virus na lagi tayong nasa victim mode. Ano yung victim mode? Diba? Mahirap lang kasi kami. Hindi ako nagpag-aral sa magandang eskwelahan. Galing lang ako sa lumang paaralan sa mababang bayan. Luma na, mababa pa. You know what I'm saying? Madami. Yung narinig natin nung bata tayo na, anak, huwag ka na mag-ambisyon, mahirap lang tayo. Kaya masyadong, hindi tayo masyadong yung mga pangarap natin. Marami yan. But, what I'm saying is this. If you attend more trainings, I'm very happy to tell you that lahat ng mga programs natin na mali sa kaka-attend mo ng training, magbabago yan dito sa business natin. Okay? Kasi, tulad ng sinabi ko, marami tayong maling mindset na. So, your attitude is more important than skills. Kaya sa kaka-attend ng mga training, madidevelop mo yung mga right attitude to become successful. The question is, are you ready to become successful? Yes! Because most people would want to become rich, would want to become wealthy, pero hindi sila handa. Paano hindi handa? Katulad ng sinabi ko, they never prepare, hindi umate ng training. Can you imagine a soldier going to a battle na walang pinagdaan ng training? Malamang makarinig ng putok ng granada yan, umihina sa salawan niya. Tama ba? Now, can you imagine going out there, talking to your prospects, presenting this business to your friends, and you're not equipped? Now, you blame the business, ang hirap naman mag-networking, ang hirap mag-aim global. When in fact, the truth is, you're never actually prepared. Minsan, ang dami mong rejection, i-blame natin sa networking, ang hirap talaga. Pero ang question doon, prepared ka ba talaga kasi bago ka lumabas? Now, ang sabi nila, luck in real life is not real. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. You become lucky when you are prepared and you have the right opportunity. Now, the opportunity, hindi na question yon. Kasi maganda talagang aim global eh. So, ang challenge dito, are you prepared? Or are you preparing yourself for success? Yun eh, kaya ka nag-invest ng time dito, kaya ka babalik ng babalik. Na kahit hindi ka pa kumikita, okay lang kasi piniprepare mo yung sarili mo eh. Yes. Nasa una, okay lang hindi kumita, okay lang pagtawanan, hindi ka pa magaling eh. Mas nakakapagtaka naman yung marami nang naniwala sa'yo na hindi ka pa magaling. Alam mo yun? Yung hindi pa kapani-paniwala yung sinasabi mo, ang dami nang naniniwala. Mas nakakapagtaka yun. Mas maganda yung alam mo na hindi ka pa magaling, dahil nagpe-prepare ka pa lang. Yung batting average mo, mababa pa. Pero eventually, ladies and gentlemen, what you lack in skills, eventually, because you have the right attitude, darating ang panahon, may enhance mo rin yung craftsmanship mo. Darating ang panahon, yung confidence level mo is so high already that you can actually face anyone, kahit sino prospects. Kumakapal na yung mukha mo, lumalakas na loob mo, dumadaldal ka na. Nakikita mo yung bibig mo, nagsasalita na mag-isa. Tinitignan mo siya ganyan. Teka muna, ba't ang daldal ko na? Because you gain actually the confidence along the way. Attitude is more important than education. That explains why we have people like Leo Caduya, grade 5, from Tagbilaran, Bohol, who is now a multi-millionaire, making a lot of money, driving his 2 cars, and building his 4-story house somewhere in Tagbilaran. Grade 5. Naka-recruit down the line, grade 6. Si Wilfredo Laway. O ganun din. Kabibili lang niya ng Fortuner lately. That explains why a lot of successful distributors here, in spite of their background, they lack education, they never went to college, they never experienced graduating from high school, and yet they're very successful. Why? Because their attitude is more important than their education. In fact, mas marami nga akong taong nakita minsan, nagbabackfire sa kanilang education nila. You know why? Because people with high education tends to be minsan proud, minsan magaling, Minsan, alam mo yung kasabihan na laging sinasabi sa sarili, alam ko na yan. I know that. Hindi ka pa nag-explain, I know that. Pag sinanong mo, alam mo na ba yung network? I know. Hindi ka pa tapos, so I know. So nakakatakot because sometimes, yung mga non-professionals, mas nagiging successful sa professional. You know why? Kasi yung non-professional, may ano siya, may fallback siya. May pinag-aralan siya. Sasabihin niya, you know, even if I don't become successful here, I have my work, I can still advance in my career, I have a good job, kikita naman ako, may pera naman ako. So kahit na hindi kumita dito, okay lang. Pero yung non-professionals na nag-join ng networking, wala nang babalikan. Ang pinanggalingan, dead-end job. Walang future sa pinanggalingan trabaho. Isipin mo, tricycle driver, ano promotion doon? Wala ka naman makikitang, you know, director, tricycle driver. Wala naman makikita. That's why, when they did networking, when they did AIM Global, they did their best. They burned their bridges. They burned their ships. Wala nang babalikan. That's why most of the time, nagbabackfire to sa maraming tao. And then they ask themselves, bakit sila walang tinapos na gawa? Ako, taas ng tinapos ko, hindi ko kaya. Because it's not a matter of education, it's a matter of commitment. Wala yan sa wala yan sa galing eh. Tatalunin ka ng taong hindi magaling pero masigasig. Kasi kahit anong talino mo, tatalunin ka na masigasig dito sa negosyo. Next, avoid the alam ko na yan attitude. Acne. Alam ko na yan. Pag dito sinabi mong alam mo na, pag sinabi mo sarili mong alam ko na yan, ako mismo, alam ko na rin mangyayari sa'yo. Okay? Ano sabi ni T. Harv Eker, one of the most successful, the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, New York Times #1 bestseller, over 1 million copies. Ano sabi niya? Okay? The truth, according to this author, is that rich people constantly learn and grow. Sometimes those who are successful, those who are rich already, sila pa yung merong good learning attitude. But, poor people think they already know. Diba? Karamihan ng mga tao, napaka-pilosofo. Minsan sa buhay natin, kung sino pa yung walang pera, #1 pilosofo. Kung sino pa yung may pera, siya pa yung open-minded. Nagugulat ako. Nakakagulat ang mundo because minsan, kung sino pa yung meron, kung sino pa minsan yung hindi na dapat mag-networking, sila pa yung very humble. Sila pa yung uupo dito. Kung sino pa yung minsan yung may kaya na, sila pa yung open-minded pag nag-present ka sa kanila, very accommodating. Pag nag-present ka, smile, gaganyan lang sa'yo. When in fact, at the back of their mind, I don't need this anymore. But since they know the principles of success, it doesn't matter. They still listen, they're still open, kahit na mayaman na. Balikan mo yung walang pera. Hindi ka ba nagsisimula? Ano sasabihin? Alam ko na yan. Hindi ba nagsisimula? Hindi ba bubukas yung bibig mo ha? Kaya nakakagulat yung mga mayaman. Lalong?
Yung mayaman.
Yung mahirap, lalo na wala ng pera. Kasi based sa attitude. Sa seminar, puntahan mo. Hindi ko naman nila lahat. Pero pag may pumunta, ang unang inisip ng tao, lalo na pag may big day ang AIM Global, o kaya pag in-invite mo, ang unang iisipin na marami, ano kaya ang pagkain mo? Hindi lang yun, may pangalawa. Ano kaya ang libre dito? Ang galing yung mga mayaman, pag umaten, ano sasabihin? Ano kayo matututunan mo dito? Ano kayong kikitain ko dito? Nasa attitude. Learn the business as soon as possible. Mag-aralin nyo mabuti yung OPP. If you're really serious to becoming successful here, a multi-millionaire here, believe me, you have to be masters of the basics. You have to be excellent. You have to be brilliant on the basics. Sabihin mo, brilliant. Brilliant. Magaling ka dapat. Alam mo yung paliwanag yung OPP, business mo. Alam mo yung pasikot-sikot. Alam mo yung stair-step, alam mo yung unilevel, alam mo yung binary, alam mo yung match sales bonus, alam mo yung direct referral bonus, alam mo yung unilevel, down to the 10th level, etc. Para paikot-ikutin ka man ng kausap mo, alam mo yung sinasabi mo. Pangalawa, pag marunong ka kasi, nagkakaroon ka ng confidence. Di ba pag may confidence ka, mas malakas ang parang sa sugal, mas malakas ang loob mong maghamon ng basketball pag magaling kang mag-basketball. Sabihin mo, pustahan tayo, basketball, kasi magaling ka eh. Subukan mo makipagpustahan na hindi ka magaling. Bilyar, ganun din. So, pagka may confidence ka, mas matapang ka. So, pag-aralan mo mabuti, pati product, pati NPO, lalo na yung Alliance Success Achievement Program, ASAP. Okay? Training helps you develop 100% belief in the system. This is very, very important. Kasi, ang mga pitfalls, ibig sabihin ng mga nagpapatagal sa mga distributor actually, yung wrong belief nila about a lot of things. Yung wrong belief about success, that success should be immediate. You know, in this kind of business, believe me, kailangan ng principle mo dito, postpone gratification. Business before pleasure. Yan ang mga success philosophies dito. Tanim muna bago hirap muna bago ginhawa. Yung mga success principles na, you know, there's no such thing as elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. Mga ganong philosophy. But since most of us, galing sa iba't ibang background, ano ba malay natin sa success principle? Tapos pag nakapakinig ka ng OPP, ang nagsalita ang galing, yumaman agad, ang isip mo ngayon sinasabi sa'yo, madali lang dito. Magkakakotse ka din, mabilis na panahon. Ngayon, nung ginawa mo na yung business, nung nakikinig ka, parang ang dali. Baliw na baliw ka. Nung ginagawa mo na, ba't ganito? Sabi, 2 lang. Hanggang ngayon, 3 buwan na, wala pa din yung 2 ko. Tama ba ako? Yes! Di ba pag OPP, sabi sa OPP, 2 lang. Pag nakahanap ka ng 2, tapos na ang boxing. May gumagano pa eh. Sabi mo naman ngayon, first timer ka, ano, 2 lang, dami ko kayo. Ang dali. Lintik, bago pala lumabas yung 2, 1,000 kakausapin mo. Tama ba? What I'm saying is this, may mga success principles na kailangan mong, you know, i-absorb o kailangan mag-penetrate down to your cellular level para magbago yung takbo ng pag-iisip natin. And you have to understand, in attaining your dreams, tanim muna eh. Ang dami mo ng pagdadaanan eh. Bago makuha yung mga pangarap mo sa AIM, ikaw, papunta sa pangarap mo, ang dami mong dadaanan. Una, kailangan magkaroon ka muna ng good learning and listening attitude. And again, paulit-ulit because repetition is the mother of all learning. Paulit-ulit. Hanggang ma-rewire yung brain. Bakit paulit-ulit? Hanggang ma-rewire. It doesn't stop sa alam mo na. No. You need time for the brain to develop neural pathways. New neural pathways for your new skills. And nade-develop siya, guess what, based on psychologists? 5 times na paulit-ulit mong ina-attenan. Doon siya nade-develop. Doon nagkakaroon ng panibagong wiring para sa bagong kaalaman. Kaya pag 1 time ka lang umattend, tapos. Hindi mo makukuha 100%. Pagkatapos mo magkaroon ng good learning, listening attitude, diyan ka matututo. Pag natuto ka, you're able to teach. Because number 1, as a network marketer, ladies and gentlemen, hindi lang ikaw nagre-recruit. Along the way, pag may grupo ka na, tuturuan mo rin sila paano rin mag-recruit. Paano rin mag-build. Hindi natatapos sa kuha ka lang ng kuha. What's the point of sponsoring people if along the way you cannot be able to teach them? So, in other words, magiging teacher ka dito. Ngayon, ang mahirap, ano ituturo mo kung wala ka natutunan? Mahirap naman yung 1 linggo yung downline mo, OPP tinuturo mo, okay lang yun. Mga 2 linggo, OPP pa rin, tinuturo mo. Okay lang. Pero pag 1 buwan, 3 buwan na, OPP pa rin ang topic nyo dahil wala kang ibang maituro, hindi na nakigrupo mo. After you teach, you're able to duplicate yourself, and then, yung mga downlines mo, pwede ka na mag-delegate sa kanila. They themselves can do the business. They themselves can present the business. Tapos, mamumultiply ka na, which we call leverage. And then, anong tawag dyan? Pag dumami ng dumami, anong tawag? Network. Pag may network, may kita. Pag may kita, saka mo mabibili ang pangarap. Ang daming pagdadaan. Sir, nung umattend ako, dreams lang eh. Ba't ganyan? Bakit mo kailangan ma-reject na ma-reject? Para maging master ka ng emotion mo. Bakit mo kailangan ma-reject na ma-reject? So you know how to feel it. How does it feel to get rejected? Why do you need to fail? Because failure is part of your success. Failure is not the opposite of success. Doon maraming mali. Akala natin ang opposite ng tagumpay, kabiguan. Hindi. Failure po, part ng pagiging successful mo. Kakambal yan. In as much as you want to go to heaven, you have to die first. Tama ba? Yes! Gusto mo pumunta sa langit, mamatay ka muna. Gusto mo magtagumpay? Mabigo ka muna. Hindi yung gusto mo tagumpay lang. Maraming tao, pag tinanong mo, gusto mo kumita? Oo naman. Gusto mo makuha yung pangarap? Oo naman. Gusto ko magkaroon ng Mustang. Gusto ko magkabahay sa Bali Verde. Gusto ko mag-travel. Gusto ko mag-bilyarari. Pero itong imaga, pagising niya, magre-recruit na naman. A lot of people would like to make a lot of money. Sa network, sabi nga namin a lot of people, they love the money in networking, but they hate the work. Eh, mauuna muna work Mauuna muna, maraming di maniniwala. Bakit? Hindi ka pa magaling Mali-mali pa sinasabi mo. Pagkausap mo, namumutla ka pa Ano maniniwala yung kausap mo, namumutla ka? Kinakabahan ka sa kutla Matuyo-tuyo na lamunan Yung bago ka may kausapin, ang pait. Di ba nararamdaman mo na? Kaya karapat-dapat lang, hindi ka muna mag-succeed. Pero process yon na pagdadaanan mo. Hindi ka mo nakikita, madami magre-reject sa'yo. But there's nothing wrong about the business pag na-experience mo yan. Hindi sign yan. Are you getting me? Yes! Hindi sign yan na, sign yan, sign. Kailangan mag-quit na ako. Hindi talaga para sa akin yan. You know, the most successful people in this business are those people who've experienced tremendous oppression along the way. Matindi pinagdaanan ng oppression. May nagtawanan, di mo na kumita, naglakad pa uwi kasi ubus na ako ang asahin, pinalalayas na sa bahay ng nanay, nagugutom, alam mo, hindi na, lunok-laway muna, ang dinner. Pero lahat yun pinagdaanan. And guess what? Part ng success mo yun because when you're in front already, dalawa lang yan, sabi nila. To motivate people, you tell them your failures. To inspire people, you tell them your success. So hindi ko kwento mo pagdating ng araw pag wala kang pinagdaanan. Kaya ngayon, isipin mo ang buhay mo sa networking, parang pelikula. Pag hindi ka pa kumikita, yan yung shooting. Mahirap. Pag kumikita ka na, yan yung lalabas ang pelikula mo. And tiyak yun dahil sa pinagharapan mo. Blockbuster ang pelikula. What is network marketing? Why would you have to discuss this? Because a lot of people, bigyan ko lang kayo ng idea ng evolution ng networking. 1996 ako nag-join At the time, mga kaibigan, networking, hindi siya, the landscape at the time, 20 years ago, of network marketing here in the Philippines is totally different dun sa landscape na na-experience nyo ngayon. Ngayon, makikita nyo, iba-ibang demographics na ang nag-join, iba-ibang age, iba-ibang profession, iba-ibang mga backgrounds. Nung time namin, 1996, karamihan na nag-join sa networking are blue-collar workers. Blue-collar job worker. Ano yung mga yon? Ito yung mga taong trabaho, hindi nakapagtapos ng college, sales lady, malitang kita sa trabaho, kaya nag-networking. Karamihan doon ng mga nag-join. Security guard, factory workers, housewives. And ang treatment sa networking at that time, part-time lang talaga. Hindi siya pwede gawing career. Pandagdag. Sa mga housewife, ito yung ginagawa nila pantulong sa husband. Supplemental income. But then again, because of the evolution, itong mga blue-collar workers na to, kumita ng maganda, napansin na ng mga professionals. So eventually, from non-professionals, blue-collar workers, na-attract na yung mga white-collar workers. Na-attract na yung mga professionals. Kaya unti-unti may nag-join ng mga doctor, lawyers, engineers, nurse, medtechs, etc. So tingin nyo evolution na, non-pro, naging professional. Eventually, nung naging successful itong mga professional, unti-unti na nakita ng mga traditional businessmen, business people. So magugulat kayo, mga networking, nag-join na rin, pati mga negosyante. Pati mga negosyante na may mga ari ng hardware, may mga rice mill, may mga bake shop, may mga franchise, nag-join na sa networking kasi nga, nakita nila, kumikita na. So from non-pro professional businessmen, sumunod, alam mo kung ano na-touch na? Mga estudyante. Dati nung panahon ko, pag gusto mong magkaroon ng trabaho na estudyante ka, ang option mo, service crew lang. Jollibee, McDo, etc. Ngayon, estudyante ka, best option mo, networking. Kaya ang daming estudyante nag-networking. Isa lang naging disadvantage ng mga networking, ang mga nag-networking, mga estudyante na. They prematurely leave their schooling. Now, you cannot blame them because they're making more money than those person who are teaching them. Sasabihin niyo, iba sir, paano ako makikinig? Mas malaki pa kinikita ko sa professor. Parang gusto niya daw turuan, Prof, upo ka ako mag-OPP sa'yo. So, isipin mo, trabahante, negosyante, estudyante, pati mga bakante, unti-unti mga tambay, nagkaroon na ng pag-asa sa networking. Nakita niyo ba yung walang direction dati sa buhay, nag-join. After that, makikita mo ang evolution niya, pati mga celebrities ngayon, nagde-networking na. Pati mga athlete, sports people, nagde-networking. Now, going back to this, because of that evolution, iba-iba na ang natatouch natin. Sasabihin sa'yo ng tao, ano ba talaga networking? Because ang landscape ngayon, ibang-iba na. Ang dami nag-join ng professional. Ano yung sasagot mo pag sabing networking? Networking? Recruit. Tapos, yung recruit mo, pag nag-recruit. Paano mag-join sa'yo mga professionals? Pangalawa, sa dami ng networking sa buong Pilipinas, sa buong mundo, itong basic question na what is networking, hindi mo kayang sagutin sa prospect mo, hindi sasama sa'yo yan. Sasama yan sa mga taong kaya nilang sagutin ano networking. Now, what is network marketing, ladies and gentlemen? It is a system of moving products from the factory down to the end consumer through an organization of users, retailers, and network builders. In other words, ano yan? Sistema siya. Okay? Sistema siya of moving products from the factory down to the end consumer or users through a network of users, retailers, and network builders. So just to illustrate to you, traditionally, ang traditional business works like this. From the factory, before we, the consumers, okay, mabili ang mga yan, may dinadaan ng distribution channels. Ano yung mga yon? Dadaan muna sa wholesalers, area agents, middlemen, retail stores, and then tayo consumer, dito bumibili sa retail stores. Such that, lahat ng dadaanan makes money along the way. May markup. Such that when a product, let's say, is produced at 100 pesos, pagdating niya sa consumer mo, hindi na 100 yan. 500 pataas na yan. Why? Kasi sa mga markup na dadaanan. Now, ang networking, they cut this traditional way of doing business. Instead of the network marketing company like AIM Global or Nature's Way, idadaan pa sa mga entity yan, iisa na lang ang dinadaanan. Ang tawag, distributor. Yung distributor na ngayon ang magpapasa sa consumers. Kaya yung kinikita ng mga to, sa isang entity na lang pupunta. So yung distributor na lang napupunta yung dapat kikitain. Kaya malaki ang kita sa networking. This also explains why ang networking walang advertising. Hindi na dadaan sa traditional na advertising. Why? Because the best advertising is the word of mouth. Number 2, this also explains wala sa Mercury Drug ang karamihang produkto ng networking. Kasi pag nilagay sa traditional yan, tutubo pa yung Mercury Drug. Tutubo pa yung wax. So dito na lang, binabagsak. Na ikaw, dalawang way mo para makarating sa consumer. Una, pwede ka mag-direct selling or pwede ka mag-build ng network mo. Because building your network means bigger product movement, therefore, bigger income for you. Yan ang network marketing. And this has been happening for the last 60 years. Ang networking po nagsimula 60 years ago. Okay, ganun siya ka-credible. Okay? Ayan. Maraming mga tao, iisipin niya, sir, ang networking, pyramiding eh. Bakit maraming tao iniisip na pyramiding ang network marketing? Kasi yung structure nakikita nila, triangle. Ngayon, pyramid yung mga nasa taas lang kumikita. Well, by presentation purposes, ganito talaga kasi i-present ang networking eh. Na tipong, di ba? Pag nag-present ka, ikaw to, okay, re-recruit ka, dalawa, ito, magre-recruit din. Pag nakita ng prospect, pyramid yan! Pag tinanong mo, bakit ayun kayo lang kikita yung mga ganyan, no? This is only for illustration purposes. Why? Kasi pwede mo namang i-present ng ganito eh. Oh, Sasabihin nila, kaya pyramiding daw, nasa taas lang kumikita. Eh, pwede naman ganito presentation. O, ikaw to. Mag-recruit ka, dalawa. Nasa ilalim ka na, kumikita ka pa din. Tama ba? Pangalawa, paano mo ipipresent yung marketing plan natin nang hindi ganyang paraan? Isipin mo, yung marketing plan, di ba binary? Or binary. Paano mo ipipresent? Di ba ganyan ang traditional presentation? Dalawa. O paano mo ipipresent yan? Na hindi ganyan. Alam mo, ito, mag-recruit ka. Rep, right. Ganyan din. Dalawa. Paano mo i-explain yan? Sige nga. Parang International Space Station eh. Spaceship ang dating eh. Are you getting me? Yes! There's no other way to illustrate other than just presenting it na pababa. Kaya maraming tayong isip pyramid pero hindi nila alam, it is a model applied to everything. Business model, standard business model, may CEO, may manager, may ground staff. Tama ba? Yes. O di pyramid din yan, no? O, sa government, may prime minister, may cabinet, may parliament. Sa government na republic, merong president, executives, and congress. That's actually a typical or normal model na applied to networking. Ikaw, may downline, down the line. O di pare-pareho lang. Are you getting me? Yes! Yan ang network marketing. And gone are the days sa panahon ngayon. If you tell people, pag may mga tao nagsasabi sa inyo na pyramiding ang networking, believe me, obsolete na yung idea nila. Because in the whole world, ang network marketing industry is worth $167 billion a year. It's so huge na mas malaki pa ang networking sa movie industry sa States. The movie industry in the States is worth $90 billion a year only. Networking, 167. Ang NFL, National Football, sa States, which is a very big, organization, 9 billion a year lang sila. Gaming, magkano lang ang gaming? 20 billion a year. Pero networking, 167. And a lot of people will still dispute pyramid. Can you imagine na pag-uulihan na sila sa development ng buong mundo, sila, pyramid. Oh, Robert Kiyosaki himself, one of the most famous authors in the whole world, he's recommending network marketing to a lot of his readers. Siya nag-devise ng ESBI, the Employment, Self-Employed, Business, and Investors Quadrant, the cash flow quadrant. Ano sabi niya? The richest people in the world look and build for networks. Everyone else looks for work. Which is true. Kasi mayroong tinatawag ang tao na herd mentality. Ano yung herd mentality? H-E-R-D. Herd mentality, ito po yung kung karamihan dahil marami ang gumagawa, doon na rin sila sa direksyon na yun. Ang tawag doon, herd. Parang yung mga animals, yung mga buffalo, yung mga wildebeest sa Discovery Channel or Nat Geo pag nanonood kayo. There are thousands of wildebeest. Pag going to the left ang direksyon ng general herd, lahat sila doon ang takbo. Kung siguro may isip lang yun at tinanong mo, bakit diyan kayo pumupunta? Alam mo sagot nun? Dito direksyon ng karamihan eh. Kaya dito rin ako. Yun yung kwento ng aso. May nakita siyang rabbit. Hinahabol niya, tahol siya ng tahol. Narinig siya ng ibang aso. Sumunod na rin, tahol na rin ang tahol. Narinig pa rin ng ibang aso, layo na nila. Parami yung aso. Na hinahabol yung rabbit. So, nung palayo yung rabbit, unti-unti na rin nawawala yung mga ibang aso. Until such time ang naiwan, yung original na aso lang na nakakita ng rabbit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Sa buhay, gano'n. Ang general herd, go to school, get good grades, and go look for a good job. That's the herd mentality. Aral ako mabuti, trabaho. Aral ako mabuti, abroad. So yung general direction ng karamihang population, sa direction yun. Eh ikaw, nag-network ka. Kakaiba direction mo. Kabila. Eh di ba pag nanonood ka ng mga buffalo na isa lang ang direksyon, tapos may nag-iisang sumuway,
Sasabihin mo, ay, ang tanga. Ay, kawawa. Yan ang makakain ng layon mamayang gabi. Hindi sumama. Yun din ang nararamdaman mo. Kung bakit ganun yung iba mong kaibigan sa'yo. Yung iba mong kamag-anak kasi hindi ka sumunod sa tradisyon. Ang tradisyon, trabaho. Nag-network ka. Kaya sasabihin sa'yo, ang tanga. Nagpaloko. Si Raul. Nagpa-brainwash. Pero tandaan nyo, not because everybody is doing it, it is the right thing to do. Hindi dahil yun ang karamihan ginagawa, yun ang tama. For all you know, nag-iba ka ng direksyon. Pero ikaw pala ang tama. Now, that explains why marami kayong kalaban. Kasi, sinuway niyo yung tradisyon. You defied the odds. Na maraming hindi makakaintindi kasi hindi naman nila alam pinag-uusapan natin yun. When most of your friends are watching in their house, in their home, watching hindi bukas pa ang kahapon. Ang hirap intindihin nun, sana bukas pa ang kahapon. Paano mo? Ang hirap, ano? Pero daming nanonood nun. Ikaw nandito, hindi pa kumakain, mamaya, gabi, hindi mo alam kung may tricycle pa pauwi mamaya. Hahabulin ka pa ng aso. Pag kumato ka ng bahay, hindi ka pagbubuksan kasi mga negative ang tao sa bahay. Kunwari, nagtutulog-tulugan, ayaw ka lang, saya mo siya, para hindi siya lang. Tayo mong pagdadaanan, but then again, ulitin ko. For all yun yung ginagawa mo, in the long run, yun pala ang tama. Kasi ikaw ang babasag ng kahirapan sa pamilya. Tama ba yun? This is the ESBI quadrant, or the employment, self-employed, business, and investors quadrant. Oh. ESBI. ESBI. The most successful people in the world financially belongs to the right side of the quadrant. And those who are financially miserable, most of them belongs to the left side of the quadrant. Lagi nagre-reklamo dito. Lagi nag-aalsa, welga. But those who enjoy, you know, the Philippines is growing. Sa economy, if you look at the data, all the signs are here that we are growing. The GDP is increasing, employment rate, stable. A lot of institution outside, the Moody's and Standard & Poor's, they're giving the Philippines a high credit for a really good investment hub in the whole Asia. But just a few days ago when I was trying to scan this newspaper, merong isang labor group nagre-reklamo, nag-complain. They are complaining that only the rich are enjoying the good economy. Which is true. Yung mga mayaman lang ang nag-enjoy nung paglago ng ekonomiya. Why do they complain? Eh di dapat ang gawin nila, magpayaman para ma-enjoy nila yung economy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Bakit ganon? Kasi they cannot enjoy simply because you are in this quadrant. Hindi mo enjoy. Ang nag-enjoy lang ng economy, yung mga nandito. Now, a lot of people, they stay in this quadrant kasi takot. Kasi nga, herd mentality, go to school, get good grades, and social conditioning, trabaho ka pag-graduate mo. Yun ang social conditioning. Na pag dinify mo, you know, you're not part of the crowd, you're not part ng herd. Maraming tao hindi makatawid sa kabila. Why? Takot. Bakit takot? It is against their core values because are trained to become employees. Yung iba, hindi makatawid. Walang opportunity. Ang hindi alam na maraming tao by joining network marketing. Network marketing is in this quadrant. Gone are the days ng networking, nasa self-employment. Dati, nung direct selling, nasa self-employment ang direct selling and networking in the sense that pag walang benta, walang kita. Ang self-employment kasi parang doktor, pag may pasyente, may kita. Pag walang pasyente, walang kita. Pag may nabunutan, dentist, may kita. Pero pag wala nang bubunutan, wala nang kita. Self-employment. Lawyers is the same. Dati ganun ang networking. Dati ganun ang direct selling. But because of the evolution of leverage, there will come a point in time that even if you don't work anymore, physically, even if you don't network, if you don't recruit anymore, and you don't sell products anymore, there will come a point that you're still making money. Ang tawag doon, residual income. That even after the work has been finished, you're still getting paid. Kaya nag-evolve, ang networking nandito na siya, sa big quadrant. And I have good news for you. Hindi mo namamalayan, by joining AIM Global, nakatawid ka na.
Yes.
Kaya pag uwi mo mamayang gabi, sabihin mo sa sarili mo, nakatawid na. Nakatawid na ako. Kaya, pag magsasabi sa inyo, negative, sabihin nyo sa kanya, okay lang. Hindi ka naman makatawid. Pag tinanong saan tatawid dyan, sa Edson, tawid. Now you understand.
Yes!
Alam ba ito ng prospects nyo? Hindi. Hindi. Hindi nila alam ang sinasabi nila when they are telling you hindi totoo to. Hindi nila alam ang sinasabi nila pag sinasabi nila sa'yo, scam yan! Hindi nila alam ang sinasabi nila when they tell you, nagpaloko ka! So don't get discouraged by these people. Whatever they say, they do not understand what you're doing. So pag ayaw nila, patawarin mo na lang. Sapagkat hindi nila alam ang kanilang ginagawa. Oh. Tama ba? Saan ka makakakita ng opportunity? Tignan mo nga, high school graduate, nagiging multi-millionaire. Saan ka makakita? Halos, walang educational background. The only skills they have is about building their house, like what? Housewife. Walang alam in terms of skills. Saan ka makakakita? OFW. Ilang years nagtrabaho sa ibang bansa, Hong Kong, Saudi, Dubai, na hindi makauwi-uwi because kailangan ng stable income. Ginawa ang AIM Global, nakauwi for good dito sa Pilipinas.
Yes!
Saan ka makakita ng ganung opportunity? Saan ka makakita ng opportunity na kahit na wala kang background, walang credibility, walang credential checking. We don't care what background you have. We don't care what kind of past you have. As long as ikaw, 18 years old and above, pwede ka na. It doesn't matter who you are. Subukan mo sa trabaho. Di ka pa nagsisimula, kailangan mo ng NBI, police clearance. Walang tiwala sa'yo, kaya kailangan na. They don't trust you. Tama mali. Dito, 18 ka lang. Kahit ex-convict ka pa. Doesn't matter. Saan ka makakita ng ganong opportunity? Pag-applyin nyo nga si Leo Kaduyak sa Makati. High school hindi nga high school eh. Grade 5. May tumalo na po dito, taga Cebu. Grade 1. Taho, vendor. In-interview ko, mali pa pala. Hindi grade 1 tinapos. Hindi nakatapos eh. Grade 1 na lang, hindi pa tinapos talaga. And yet making, ang encashment niya sa AIM Global for the last 5 months, 105,000 na encashment. Taho, vendor. Give me an opportunity. Saan mo ilalagay na quadrant yung mga tao niya kung walang network marketing? Can you imagine? So if you're gonna ask me, bakit mo kailangan mag-network? Gone are the days that job is your security. Not anymore. Uso yan ng post-war and pre-war era. Uso to. Di ba dati nga eh. Lola ko she's a teacher. She's a teacher pero hindi nakapagtapos. Kasi ganun dati. Kahit na wala ka tinapos, pwede ka maging professor, pwede ka maging professional. Kasi post and pre-war, before the Japanese War and after the Japanese War. But since nag-evolve ng Philippines to a developing country, more and more people are becoming professionals. The competition is getting stiff every day. Hindi na security to. What used to be a job security is not secured anymore. You will never be able to finish your job. But your job will finish. There's nothing wrong with working for someone else, but as long as you're working for someone else, you and I know you'll never become financially free. As long as you're beholden to someone else. So bakit mo kailangan mag-networking? You have no choice. Because if you follow the 40-year plan, the 40-year program, start at the age of 20, retire at the age of 60, 40 years po yan. Ginawa ng survey to ng mga insurance companies. And they presented it to me. Yun ang masarap eh. Ang daming ahente lalapit sa'yo, pero bentahan ka ng kung ano, no? Ako naman, nagpapapresent because I learn a lot from them. Ito statistics nila. Sa 40-year plan na gumawa, those people, 20 nag-start mag-work, retired age of 60. Ito statistics. Out of 100 people, 1% became wealthy. Nag-iisa. 2% well-off, may kaya. Pagsamahin ko na, 3% out of 100. Alam niyo yung 97? Gusto niyo malaman sa napunta? Naghati-hati dito. Some of them at the age of 60 are still working. Some of them at the age of 60 are dead broke, walang pera. Some of them are totally dependent upon something or someone. Some of them are worse dead. Mamili ka. Hindi na po sa akin galing yan. Ahente ng mga insurance na sabi niya. So kung i-ratio ko yan, your ratio, your chance of becoming successful is 3:97 if you take this path. 3:97. Susugal ka ba dyan? Susugal ka?
No.
Most of you will say, no, pero nandiyan ka. Kasi ang tunay na sugal, hindi 3:97. Ang tunay na sugal, 50-50.
Yes.
Tito, lima, tihado ka naman. Tapos diyan ka tataya. Now, ang argument is this. Sir, malay mo, dito ako mapunta sa 97. Paano kung hindi? Andito ka sa... I'm sorry. Paano kung dito ka mapunta? Sabi mo, sir, baka dito ka mapunta. Paano kung dito ka napunta? 60 ka na, mauulit mo pa? Lord, nagkamali ako. Wala ka na naman. Gustiso ka na. May babalik mo pa?
No.
That's why life begins at 40. Why? Halfway ka na pag nag-40 ka. Nag-start ka ng 20, magre-retire ka ng 16. 40, halfway ka na.
Yes.
Yung first 20 years mo, pwede ka pa magkamali. These are the prime time of your life. You can make a lot of mistakes. You can be stupid, sabi nga nila. Pero pag nandito ka na, pa 60, iba na yan. Ang tawag dito, first half yan eh. Dito, second half ka. Tawag dito, unang biyahe. Ito, huling biyahe. Paano hindi ka magsiseryoso pag 40 ka na? That's why life begins at 40. Kasi by that time, dami ka na wisdom. You don't have the same physical energy anymore. You'll be thinking about your future. You'll be thinking about your retirement. Pag ikaw naman yung first 20 years mo, hindi naman retirement iniisip mo. Good time ang iniisip mo. Pag 40 ka na, iisip ka na ng future mo, ano iiwan mo, ano savings mo, who will take care of you. That's why you have to be really serious about this business. Why you have to do networking? You have no choice. If you want to change your life, simple lang. If you keep doing what you've always done, you will always get what you've always done. A lot of people are complaining about their lives, pero ang tanong, ano ginagawa? Di ba yun nga yung kwento ko, si Pedro at saka si Juan? Before they even eat their lunch or their snack, they compare their sandwich. Pagbukas ni Juan, yung sandwich niya, sabihin niya, Pedro, pagbinuksan niya, peanut butter. Kay Juan, bubuksan ni Juan, ham and cheese. So siya, construction worker. Si Pedro, bubukas na ang second day. Peanut butter. Si Juan, chicken sandwich. Patalag. Fourth day, binuksan naman ni Pedro, pinipinahan niya. Peanut butter! Puro na lang, peanut butter! Naiitsa niya na yung sandwich. Sabi ni Juan sa kanya, ano problema mo? Sabi ni Pedro, lagi na lang peanut butter ang palamang ko. Sawang-sawa na ako. Sabi ni Juan, sabihin mo sa misis mo, napalitan. Sawa ka na. Sabi ni Pedro, gumadamay-damay misis ko, ako gumagawa ng palamang. You're complaining. Pero sino gumagawa ng buhay? Araw-araw ka nagre-reklamo sa trabaho, sa kumpanya, sa sweldo, sa boss. Pag dumaan yung boss, hi boss, nakatalipon lang niya ako. Pinag sa atin yung nagpaparepokrito sa pagpasok sa scene. Araw-araw nagre-reklamo, pero magugulat ka, araw-araw pumapasok ka pa din. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna ask me why you have to do this, you have no choice. You have no choice. The economy is growing. In 2 years, there's going to be an Asian economic integration in the Philippines, in the whole Asia. Our economy will be integrated with a lot of countries outside the Philippines. That means more business opportunities for a lot of people. And mas marami na negosyante pupunta sa Pilipinas. Mas marami na rin negosyante makakapag-negosyo sa ibang bansa. Now, ano yung impact sa inyo ito pagka ikaw, ordinaryo lang? Wala. Pero yung mga nandito, pagdating ng Asian integration, ang unang-una makikinabang. Yung may mga pera, sila yung makikinabang kasi mas maraming business opportunity, mas maraming investment opportunity. The future belongs to those who see possibilities before they become outlaws. It's a matter of positioning yourself. If you're gonna ask me why you have to do network marketing, 2 years from now, pag nag-networking ka ngayon, 2 years from now, may pera ka na.
Yes!
Ano gagawin mo sa pera mo 2 years from now na maganda na maraming business opportunity, maraming investment opportunity dito sa Pilipinas kasi merong Asian integration. Kaya nga, di ba, a few months ago, Japan declared that soon they will be lifting the visa for Filipinos. Darating ang panahon, mura na pamasahe. Kasi wala nang tariff, wala nang trade, wala nang kailangan bayaran sa airspace. Iisa na eh. Mas madali na magnegosyo sa ibang bansa, mas madali na magnegosyo dito. Ang trouble nito, pag nagkaroon ng Asian integration tapos nandito ka, it will be very competitive for you. Because more foreigners are coming here to look for work.
Yes.
Indonesian company ako. Okay, for example, I'm Indonesian. Pupunta ako sa Philippines, put up my company. Sino i-hire ko pagka hindi ako nakakita ng kailangan ko rito? Mag-Indonesian. Eh, paano kung obsolete ka na? Paano pag ang work mo redundant sa opisina? Can you imagine how the economy is changing? Tignan nyo mabuti to. Pag kumain kayo ngayon sa maraming restaurant, may makikita kayo sa dulo service charge.
Yes.
No, para kanino yung service charge? Sa mga waiters. Centralized ang tawag ko. Why? Because ngayon karamihan ng bayad, hindi na in terms of hours, in terms of performance na. What do I mean by performance? Oh, yung service charge, 10% yan eh, paghahati-hatian yan ng mga empleyado. Yung kanilang sweldo, minimum yon. Saan sila bumabawi? The service charge. Pag maganda servisyo nila sa'yo, like me, kahit nakikita ko pong may 10% service charge na, pag nagustuhan ko yung service ng waiter, nagdadagdag pa. Ang tawag ho doon, hindi na sila paid by the number of hours, but in terms of performance already. See? That's why things are changing. Dati ang bayad sa atin, per hour. Ngayon, hindi na. It's a matter of your deliverables. It's a matter of your performance already. Come Asian integration, ang daming darating na expat dito. Dito ka nakaposisyon, kaibigan, you're at the losing end. But if you're trying to position yourself right now in networking, nandito ka. Trabahuin natin to. What is 2 years? What is 2 years if 2 years from now you're driving your dream car?
Yes!
What is 2 years if 2 years from now you have 7 figures in the bank? Oh. What is 2 years if you're financially free 2 years from now where you can dictate your own lifestyle? Where you can declare every day a holiday? What is 2 years? 2 years from now, gusto mo mag-holiday? Holiday ako ngayon. Hindi ko nahintay ng declaration ng gobyerno. Ha? What is 2 years? Dudungaw ka sa EDSA traffic? Mamaya na ako aalis. You can declare ngayon, pag wala kang choice, pag nagtatrabaho ka, traffic, may MRT o wala, aalis ka. But if you're financially free, ladies and gentlemen, you run your own lifestyle. What is twice a year, 3 times a year? Outside the Philippines kayo kamagana, 2 years from now. Babakasyon kayo sa Korea to experience the snow. Can you imagine? Na habang nasa Korea, dahil may AIM Global doon, nag-network ka din. Di ba ang sarap?
Yes!
What is 2 years from now? If twice a year, 2 years from now, nagpupunta kayong mag-anak sa Boracay. Boracay. Kasi pag nakita ng mga foreigner yung Boracay, oh, that's Boracay. What is 2 years? Okay, if you're gonna ask me why you have to do networking, it's very simple. It's a matter of positioning yourself 2 years from now. Pagdating ng panahon nito, wala ka pa rin pera, tapos ka. Same complaints of the labor groups that they're experiencing right now. Only the rich are gaining from the growth of the economy. Dalawa lang yan 2 years from now. Either makikinabang